I am again. I got to get some cute little saying. I know some people who do YouTube's channels, they have cute little beginnings and endings. I'll have to think something up that's cute. But work smarter, not harder. One of the things I learned from one of the videos I watched from a Doordasher was that you will, when you go on your app, the very first time you go on and you sign in, you're going to be flooded with several jobs. Some days it might be 1 or 2, some it might be 10. You know, they just keep coming. Those are the jobs that other people have not yet taken, and DoorDash is trying to get rid of them. Very rarely will I take a job that comes first, because usually it's something I don't want either. Again, DoorDash that hides their tips, and they're so foolish for doing that. It might be a job that maybe somebody would have taken, because maybe the tip wouldn't have been as bad as it appears. But that's what you're getting right at first. So I pass those up. You're not going to be penalized for passing a job. You will get penalized for unassigning too many. You don't want to go below, I try not to go below 90, because then they can sweep you and deactivate you. You will not get penalized for not accepting a job. You will get penalized for going too long to get to a job. So you just, there's certain things that you want to be sure that you do. So work smarter, not harder. So for me, I want to get at least $1 a mile. At least. My son goes for $2 a mile, and he makes that. He gets $2 a mile. I usually go for at least $1 a mile. So if I get a job that's for $5 and it's for 3.3 miles, I take it. If I get a job that's for $5 and it's for 4.8 miles, I'm not going to take it. Even though it's $1 a mile, I want a little bit extra. To me, that's a little on the cheap side. So that's what I look for. I look for at least $1 a mile, but at the same time, maybe even a little more actually, because I'm not going to go for something that is like right on the dollar. These past 2 that I've taken, I think this last one was 3.3 miles and the pay was $6. So that's almost $2 a mile. So I will not take anything lower than $5. So if it's 1.8 miles and it's only $4, I won't take it. You say, okay, but that's $1 a mile, Karen. You said take $1 a mile. Yes, however, having said that, my goal is to go at least over $5 and for a job, because again, I'm going to the restaurant, I'm picking up the food, I'm putting it in my car, I'm going to the person's house, I'm dropping it off at the person's house, getting back into my car, and doing all the things I have to do on the app before I can accept another job. So if I've taken that one job for $5 for like 1 or 2 miles away, I'd do that for 4 miles or whatever. I'm keeping myself from other jobs that I could do. So I try to stay pretty close to the area I'm at. I'd rather do what I'm familiar with. I'm not good with unfamiliar places. I'm not really good with following a map. I'm not really good with finding things. It frustrates me. I've gotten better as I've DoorDashed, but it frustrates me. So I try to stay familiar and try to stay where I know where I'm at. Like right now, I'm going to park at Panera. Panera near me, I like sitting here and waiting for a job. The reason I like it here at Panera is I get a lot of Panera jobs. I got B-Dubs right here. I've got Leo's. I've got all these surrounding restaurants that I get jobs at. So it's familiar to me. Generally, it's going to be within my Waterford area. Sometimes we'll go into Pontiac. I try to not go too far into Pontiac. Sometimes West Bloomfield. I try not to go too far into West Bloomfield. So I pretty much try to stay in Waterford as much as I can. And this seems to be a really good local spot. I can sit here in my car, I can eat if I need to eat before I go someplace. I can go in and get a drink. I can go to the bathroom. So this for me is a really good waiting spot. And I'm not the only one who does it. It seems to be kind of a DoorDash wait area. But you do that, you find an area that's comfortable for you, that you're going to find jobs surrounding you, and you can sit there and you can wait for jobs to come to you. I haven't found a lot of jobs if I'm at home that I really want to have. That's not for me a place that I find waiting is real beneficial. So this has worked out for me. Again, now let me say you you get offered a job and you get one that says it's for $12 and you go, oh wow, $12. Look at how many miles that $12 is. If that $12 is for 7 miles, that's a great job. Or even 8 miles, that's a great job. If that $12 is for a 10-mile job, might not be that good of a job. Certainly if it's for 17 miles, it's a terrible job. So you have to look for how many miles that job is wanting to send you. What you have to remember is that once you've gone 10 miles away from your starting point, you're far from your starting point of accepting other jobs. Now you can click out of your app and click into the area you're at, and you can dash there. So if you're somebody who doesn't mind going away from the part that you start at, you're fine. But I like to stay familiar, so I don't take things that are too far away. And again, if I'm taking a $12 job that's 17 miles away, I am clearly not getting, at the very least, $1 a mile. So I would not take that job. If I had a job, I've never had anything 17 miles, but I think the most I had offered was a $12 job. And I think that was $18. I took that one. Not only that, sometimes when you take something that's far away and they've tipped you that nicely, they're appreciating the fact that you've come that far. And sometimes you even get more of a tip when you get there. I've had that happen. Or sometimes, which again, notorious for DoorDash, and I don't understand why, you'll click that you're done with the job, and all of a sudden this $17 job became a $20 job. You don't understand why. It's because they've hidden the tip. No idea why they've hidden the tip. So that's how I do it. That's my motto. And when I first started and I didn't understand it all, I'd click everything. But you don't want to do that. You don't want to be paid $3 for going even going a mile and a half, because that $3 for that mile and a half has taken you away from maybe a 5 miles for $8 or $9. See, you want to wait it out. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to benefit you to wait it out. And what I hope at some point customers catch on to is that if they want a Dasher to bring them their food when it's made and hot, they'll tip accordingly. If you want it to keep waiting there, to go from Dasher to Dasher to Dasher till somebody finally thinks, okay, I'll take it, or you have somebody new who doesn't know what they're doing, then don't tip. But if you really want your food picked up and brought to you while it's hot, tip accordingly, and you're going to get somebody who does your job. We did that for my daughter on Christmas Eve because she missed out on Christmas because she had been exposed to COVID. And my son, who was also a Dasher, he literally wasted his entire Christmas Eve feeding her and her roommate, our friend, because they had no way of getting out and getting food. And so to find a restaurant that was open, to find a Dasher that was willing, it was a lot of hard work. She has no clue how hard he worked for that. He missed out on everything that was going on because he worked so hard to get her food. And we tipped very well to get her food. So when it's a holiday, you do that. If it's raining outside, if it's snowing outside, people don't think of stuff like that. If you're making me come up to a 3rd floor apartment, people don't think about that. If you've got me picking up 5 smoothies, if you've got me picking up things that are heavier, or 5 pizzas, and you're not going to come out here to help me pick them up and get them into you, tip me accordingly. People don't think about that. So, and they don't know what kind of tipper, what kind of Dasher they're going to get. I'm not a young, spry person. My son's going to be able to do more than me, but they're not going to tip accordingly to who they're getting. because they don't really know. So I wish customers would tip better. It would help a lot. But these are just some thoughts for you as you're out door dashing and beginning your journey as I have done my journey. And again, please like my video and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I would love you to ask me some questions. And hopefully I can answer them. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.